Welcome to Koski Field, home of the 2024 18u AAA Provincial, 22u Western, and the 2023 22u National Champion, Elmwood Giants. This evening's nightcap features Alberta at Manitoba. Alberta represented by the Calgary Cubs, Manitoba by your host, Elmwood Giants. This evening's umpires on the bases, Kevin Krasowski, Marcus Gertson, and calling the balls and strikes, David Castro. This afternoon's starting lineup for the Calgary Cubs. The catcher, number 2, A.J. Weimer. In center field, number 15, Zach Donovan. At shortstop, number 67, Cruz McGaw. In left field, number 10, Sean Davis. At first base, Walker Hutchison. The designated hitter, number 11, Alex Cunnington. In right field, number 23, Jesse Brown. At third base, number 12, Braden Liu. At second base, number 7, Taylor Bilbin. Starting pitcher for the Cubs, number 6, Antonio Flores.
I thought it was Rob. And Paul's like, I don't know. I'm like,
And welcome back, baseball fans. And we look here as we get ready to start this game underway in between the Calgary Cubs and Elmwood Giants. Quick look here at the standings. And South Central already has pushed their ticket to the gold medal game. And Elmwood can do the same with a win. If the Cubs are able to muster one out, that keeps their chances alive, as well as the chance there for the Regina White Sox, as both those teams can get in if they all tie at 2 apiece. First pitch here is slated to take place in 7 minutes, as they have the plate meeting going. And a quick look here at how these teams sit so far. As you can see, Elmwood 2-1. They're only one loss to South Central.
Starting lineup for the Elmwood Giants in the leadoff spot, the shortstop, number 3, Ethan Dubuque. In center field, number 27, Hayden Hart. Batting third, the second baseman, number 10, Theo Weave. In the cleanup spot, third baseman, number 33, Jack Antonio. In right field, number 11, Drew Hyde. At first base, number 44, Jackson Wynn. At catcher, number 19, Maddox Scrooge. Designated hitter, number 16, Jordan Quinto. In left field, number 23, Evan Adams. Tonight's starting pitcher for your Giants, number 22, Hudson Meek Tays.
quick look here at both teams' averages. Elmwood coming in, their run average in the tournament, 5.3. Only averaging about 4 runs against per game. Average hits per game, just over 9.5. Giving up about 6. And under 1 error a game for Calgary. Calgary is averaging 2 runs a game on 3.5 hits, giving up about 3 runs on double the amount of hits, averaging 2 errors. And Weimer takes the first one, and he sends that foul. Kicks out the 1-1. And that one popped into shallow right field. And it's going to drop for a base hit. So some miscommunication there by the outfielders. And Weimer's aboard with the leadoff single.
Center fielder, number 15, Zach Donovan.
And the opportunity there for the pickoff won't go. And the opportunity again, trying to pick him off, won't go. And Meek Daves throws that one in there. Can't get the zone. And pops that one out. 1 away for the Giants. Cruz McGoo makes his way into the box here. 1 away, runner on first. Meek Taves throws home and low for ball 1. Gets a good hold of that one. That one's back to the fence and gone. So skip over. And Weimer's getting told that right now that it bounced over, so ground rule double. And here's a look at that one, just not enough.
Left fielder, number 10, Sean Davis.
And swings through the first offering is Bavis. Bavis has 2 runners in scoring position. Throw home. in there up top for a called strike one. Here comes the 1-1. And the 1-1 fouled back. Outside corner, and he doesn't get the call. And here's a look. The replay of that pitch. It just misses. And Davis fouls it off. Nick Taves kicks out the 1-2. And a drive sent down the third baseline and foul. Hudson Meek Taves will kick out of the 1-2 again. And a drive there. And that one will land in for a fair ball. Score 2. So a 1-0 double. And Calgary's on the board with 2 runs. So a big hit there for Bavis. As next up here to the plate for the Calgary Cubs. Walker Hudson takes the first one for a called strike. Swings through it again. And he's quickly in the hole 0-2. Runner on second. Meek Taves deals home. And that one popped off the chute. And out. To play. So do the 0-2 again. Kicks and deals home. Swings through it. And now 2 away here for the Giants. As Alex Cunnington makes his way into the box. He's got 2 away, a runner in scoring position. Pitch on the outside, and it'll stay there for ball 1. And they're going to leave that one low. Holds the swing back, and it's ball 3. So the hitters count here to Alex Cunnington. And he sees that one high for ball 4. So 2 away Runners on first and second, and the manager's going to come out here for the Giants. And as the manager makes his way back to the dugout, we're ready to go here again. Rep Peters in the box. Runners on first and second, 2 away for the Cubs. And doesn't get the call. And a correction there in the batter, as Jesse Brown is the batter here for the Cubs. And gets a call on the outside edge. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two one home. Gets underneath that one and works a foul. Got the 2-2 coming your way here, following the foul ball. Runner breaks for third. Called strike 3. So pitching out of the jam is the Giants as they head to the home half here of the opening inning. But it's the Cubs scoring 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors to report, 2 men left on base. And Antonio Suarez out on top of the mound, throwing to AJ Weimer. And again, I apologize here for some of the audio issues. We have it all the way up, so sorry about that. We've been trying our best to fix that out for you all. Again, as we mentioned earlier, big game here for the Giants. Win and you're into the gold medal game against the South Central Cubs. Meanwhile, for Calgary, Calgary's opportunity here, if they win this one, they still have a chance, and a pretty decent one. It also gives a chance to Regina as well at making it into that final game. As Dubuque now makes his way into the box. Doesn't get the call. And a hit there. And that'll drop in front of the fielder. So Dubuque gets the leadoff single. And Hayden Hart makes his way now here into the box. And Hart shows bunt. And they're going to say he went around. And on the throw back, not much happening there first. Here, try that again, and safely back. So Dubuque gets challenged a couple times there at first. And now the kick deal home, and that was thrown in behind the batter. His Hart ducked out of the way of that one. And that one in on Hart. He'll hold back. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner on. None away here for the Giants. Got a little hole to dig themselves out of early on. And makes good contact there. And that will again drop right in front of Bavis. So 2 on here for the Giants. As the Giants got the bats going, and that's going to cause a little huddle up here for the Cubs.
Tomorrow, kicking off at 8:30 in the morning, BC, Alberta, 11:30 Saskatchewan, Manitoba, gold medal game at 3. Now batting for your Giants, the second baseman, number 10, Theo Weeb.
So Theo Weeb makes his way here to the plate. And the bunt gets popped up, caught by the pitcher. So good play there by Joris, and gets the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 33, Jack Antonio.
And Jack Antonio now, he'll make his way into the box. And first one in there for a called strike. Kicks and deals home on the 0-1. Outside corner, not going to go. And the catcher and the umpire having a little bit of a chat about that. The 1-1 home. And a great hit there. Fielder going back. And that one past Bavis. Giants get 2. And a big hit there. And that one emptied the bases as with the double. So the Giants tie it up at 2 apiece here. Went away here in the Giants. Half of the first. Able to match the Cubs so far. With 2 runs on 3 hits as that pitch is high. The kick home and a good contact on that one for extra bases. And oh, there, good play there by Bavis to hold them at bay. And that's going to bring runners on the corners with 1 away. 4 hits already for the Giants. And Gwynn makes his way here into the box. Go ahead run 90 feet away. He's got insurance run. He needs to make it 270 feet. And gets him with the first one. 1 strike to Gwen. And in there on the corner. An uphill battle facing here for Gwen. One for a base hit. Runners on the corner. So 1 away. Runner breaks for second. And that one fouled back. And he was hit by a pitch, so he swung through it. And that's what the Giants are talking about here. And the umpires here are having a meeting. As they debate whether that made a contact of, and I thought it was tipped back, and that was their initial call. Runner's still on second here, staying there that advanced, and that was Heidi, who was broke to second. And they're going to call it foul. So runners on the corners. Two-strike pitch, ditch. And that went in the dirt. As he dished up the 2-strike pitch for a ball. Suarez now. Trying to get the runner. And there, air ball. That's going to score the go-ahead run for the Giants. Runner breaking to third. And he's going to score. Tack on 2 more for the Giants. And some good base running on a couple of throwing errors there. Will clear the bases for Gwen. So 2 errors made there by the Cubs cost them 2 runs. And the 1-2 fouled back and out of play. So we wait the 1-2 again. And that 1-2 fouled into the screen. The battle continues on. And that one in there. So strike going down on strikes. 2 outs now here for the Giants. First pitch takes that one and swings it right back. Kicks and deals. So uphill battle here for the Giants. 2 strikes, 2 away, 4 home on 4 hits so far. And that one left up high. And down low gets him on the strike 3. But the damage done by the Giants as they're in the lead. Here's a look at the replay of that strike 3. There's the previous pitch before then. And nice pitch there. Curves in, grabs the top of the zone. On to inning 2. Here we go. Greenville up next. And we get ready to go here. Start at 2.
Leading off for the Cubs, third baseman, number 12,
Via. And he hits that on. Eats up the shortstop. Can he make up for it? Call from the umpire. Yes, he can. So, lead up guy gone on 1 hit. And Billiard now up.
number 7, Taylor Bilband.
Doesn't bite on the first one. Shows bunt. And gets that one down. Throw in time for the out. 2 pitches, 2 gone for the Cubs.
The catcher, number 2, AJ Weimer.
Weimer now here. Pitches in, and he drives that one right to the shortstop. Shortstop takes his time and gets it there. 4-pitch inning, and great work by the Giants. They'll get the bats out here and get ready to go again. Up 4-2.
Might have to use the sick day.
And Suarez they're out there warming up.
Special shout out and thank you to Team Alberta, Saskatchewan, and British Columbia for coming to visit and participating in the Western Canada Baseball Association Championships.
And as they warm up, and there's applaud for all the teams. Take one more look here at the standings. And as we talked about earlier, South Central into the gold medal game. That's at 3 p.m. Central here. And we'll have that broadcasted. And Elmwood, Calgary, and Regina still have a chance at getting in there. Even though Regina's 2 games back, they're going to have to try and work their way in there. But they'll need some help here from Calgary. But the Calgary win over Elmwood. So the Giants side of the second. First pitch in there for a called strike. That one missed low. 1-1 coming your way as the sun breaking through the clouds into the batter's eye. And that one knifed out of the air and grabbed by the first baseman. Stepping on the bag is Hutchison for the out.
Giants left fielder, number 23, Evan Adams.
Evan Adams getting his first crack at it here. Can't find the outside edge of the strike zone with that one. And the delivery of the 2-0 called for the first strike of the at-bat. And that one eats up the third baseman, trying to recover in time, and yes, he does. or just outbeats that throw out. Here's a look at the replay, and Will just has that one eat him up off the glove, and just enough there, and yes, Adams does beat that out. One away, runner on first as the Giants flip over to the top of the order, and they'll check the guy at first. Adams safely back. Torres goes home, shows bunt, strike one. And before the 1-1, check the runner Adams again. Stays safe at first base. Deal home in there for a called strike two. Runner breaks, ball popped up, and foul. And they'll take another crack at it here. Kicks and deals, and calls him strike three. Two gone for the Giants. And Hart makes his way into the box. Check Adams again there at first. Good to go. Hart 1 for 1 on the night. And he chops that one foul. Runner breaks for second. And he's gets picked off to end the inning. So we head here to the third through two. Calgary Cubs started off 2 hits on 3 runs. And they've tacked on 1 error onto there. They've left 2 men on base. 4 hits, or 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors for the Giants. They have no men left on base. And Donovan now set in at the plate. First pitch, puts that one back near the center fielder, and coming in to make the catch is the left fielder for the Giants. One away on one pitch. So one pitch, one out. Giants had a 4-pitch inning in the second. See if they can do it again. Magoo. And on the plate, watches the first one wide for ball one. Kicks and deals. Inside, call strike. The 1-1 trying to find that inside corner. And that one just misses. Two one. And fouled off the batter in the box. 2-2. Dish home is high. So we work to count full. Outside corner and got him. Strike three called. And here's a look at a replay there. There's the ball and
Alberta cleanup hitter, left fielder, number 10, Sean Davis.
there's the strike three called. And holds back. So it'll be a 1-1. And before the 1-1 to Davis, the manager's going to come to the mound. So coming off the mound visit, we got the 1-1 for you. And doesn't bite on the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Outside corner. And in there for strike 2. So the 2-2. And that one popped up. And underneath that, for the out is Adams. And 2 gone. In the or it's 3 gone minus a strikeout. So the Cubs trying to get their defense here going and hold this Giants team at bay. As the Giants had 4 runs on 4 hits in the opening inning and have a great opportunity to get on the bats here again. And Hayden Hart up next here for the Giants.
Leading off, Giants home half of the third, the center fielder, number 27, Hayden Hart.
First one called strike. And that one gets past the second baseman for a base hit.
The Giants second baseman, number 10, Theo Weeb.
So Theo Weeb makes his way here to the plate. As Hart goes 2 for 2 in the ball game. And on the check there at first base, not much happening. And Weeb looking for his first hit, foul tip into the catcher's glove for the first strike. Pulls back on the bunt, called strike 2. So 0-2. Runner on. No outs for the Giants. Safely back at first. That one chopped up just above the pitcher. On to 2, turning. And safe is the call. At first, here's a look at the. Well, they tried to get a double play, ended up just taking the fielder's choice instead. And nice little chopper. Antonio. And double play ball, not in time again. Can't get to first base in time. Let us take the lead man. 2 gone for the Giants.
Giants right fielder, number 11, Drew Hyde.
And Heidi now into the box, ready to go. Scott runner on first, 2 away. And perfectly down on the inside of the plate. Strike 1 called. Outside edge won't go. 1-1. Swings through the 1-1. So the 1-2 for Heidi. Runner breaks and gets under. Called out, so that's going to do it there for the Giants as we played 3 here so far as we enter in the 4th. Cubs doing their job on defense. The Cubs, 2 hits. Or, sorry, the Cubs, 2 runs on 3 hits. 3 errors, 2 men left on base. And for the Elmwood Giants, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Walker Hutchinson up next here for the Cubs. And he doesn't get the call on the inside. Ball 1. Hutchinson doesn't bite at the offering. Inside corner won't go. And Hutchinson's way up on him with the hitter's count. And in there for a called strike. Hutchinson awaits the 3-1. Swings through it, and that will fill the count up. Hutchinson steps into the box. Full count. McTaves kicks and deals, and he'll swing through it. So McTaves able to flip the count over, and the 3-0 turns to 3 back-to-back strikes for the out. Cunnington sees the first one in there for a called strike. Checks his swing. 1-1. And gets a base hit. So Alex Cunnington with the base hit. 1 away for the Cubs.
Number 23, the right fielder, Jesse Brown.
And Jesse Brown works his way into the box. First one in there for a called strike. Brown 0 for 1 on the game. And gets the top of the zone. 2 strikes. Swings through it. First base was occupied, so
Number 12, Braden
with that, and View puts that one. He'll flip that to get the leadoff man, and that's how the inning ends. So the Giants, half of 4 we come.
Head to the bottom of the fourth. Shutout and
No one stranded
wonderful work this weekend.
on base for Calgary.
Louis Kulik, Ed Kulik, Gary Lang, Terry Smith, Ken Nelson, Seamus and Dew. Thank you. Will be drawn right after 9 o'clock, and the barbecue and concessions are open to 9 o'clock. Thank you.
So the Giants to get on the bats and try to expand their lead here in this one. They're up by 2 thanks to the 4 runs that they got in the home half of the opening inning. And again, these early innings, we haven't seen much hits other than a couple of games. And if we did, they've been followed by a fair bit of zeros on the scoreboard, which again is the case, as early on the pitchers, for the most part, seem to get the best of the batters. So Jackson Gwen now makes his way to the plate. First pitch up high for ball 1. Gwen watches on the inside, and the Cubs don't get the call. Gwen 0 for 1 on the night. Swings through it on the far side. Seven getting tied up on the breaking ball. And that one out in front, 2-2. Inside, and nice frame by the catcher. Doesn't get the call. Kicks out the payoff pitch. And Gwen swings through it. One gone. In the home, half of the 4th.
Now batting, your Giants catcher, number 19,
And Wimmer having a little bit of a chat there at the home plate umpire. And that one misses. Can't find that top corner on the far side. And Struch hits that one. Bounces to the shortstop. Fires on to first in time for the out. 2 gone.
number 16, Giants designated hitter, Jordan Quinto.
So Jordan Quinto comes to the plate. 2 guys gone on 8 pitches. And that went in on the shoelaces. Ball 1. Swings through it. 1 apiece. Torres kicks home. Outside edge. Doesn't get the call. 2-1. 2 gone. And takes a hold of that one. 2-2 following the foul. Pitch outside. And we got a full count here with 2 away. And the home half of the 4th. So a full count, 2 out walk. And the Giants got a base runner to get a 2 out rally going. As Evan Adams works his way here up to the plate. First pitch in there for a called strike. Swings through it. One on, 2 strikes, 2 out. As Adams back in the box. Check the runner at first. Back in time, no worries there for the Giants. Man breaks for second, swings through it, doesn't matter. Giants, first base runner of the afternoon that they strand here as we go to the top of 5. So top of 5 here in Elmwood. The Calgary Cubs, 2 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors. They've left 2 men on base so far. Meanwhile, for the Elmwood Giants, they have 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and they've left 1 man on base. Taylor Bilben up to start it off here for Calgary. Calgary trying to get the bats going, get back into this one, and give them and Regina a shot at making it into that gold medal game. A bid for Regina, a long shot. First pitch, kicks and deals in the dirt for ball 1. decides not to bite with 2 balls already. Makes it 3. And that's in there for a strike. And gets a good handle of that one. And coming in to make the catch is Heidi. So 1 gone for the Cubs.
The catcher, number 2, A.J. Weimer.
As A.J. Weimer makes his way to the plate. And in there for a called strike. Weimer 1 for 2. And a called strike. Now Weimer hits the 2-strike ball perfectly into a hole there in right field. Base hit with the 1 away.
The center fielder, number 15, Zach Donovan.
And Zach Donovan comes to the plate representing the tying run for the Cubs. And check swing there. Pulls it back off the hands. And if you've guessed it from what we've seen earlier, that's going to bring the manager out here. Following, what was it, check swing earlier that was hit. And the Giants player did not get it. It was a foul ball.
The shortstop, number 67, Cruz McCall.
So the rally continues on here for the Cubs. 1 away. Runners on first and second following the hit by pitch. In there for a called strike 1. Swings through it. Quickly in the hole. 0-2. And the 0-2 chopped away at the plate. Stays alive. And lets that one sail foul. So Cruz Magoo facing 2 strikes, continuing to fend it off. Runner in scoring position, 2 on. Kicks home. And he hits what could be a double play ball. And an error made. Safe under the slide. And here we'll see if we can see it on the replay before he flipped to the wide angle. It might be a little bit tough there to see that, but it looked like he was able to get under as the Giants couldn't completely field that there. And its base is loaded here. First pitch in there for a strike. And Bavis hits that one through a hole. That's going to bring in one. Play at the plate. And they're not going to get the throw there. It's a tie game as the Cubs knotted up with Bavis's base hit. So 4-4 game here with the runners on first and second, one away.
First baseman, number 4, Walker Hutchison.
And doesn't get that top corner to go. Swings through that. And that'll even the count up at one apiece. And Hutchison puts that one up, goes at the line, and that one's going to get pushed foul. So the 1-2 coming your way. One away. Runners on first and second. There's the kick home. And that one fouled back into the screen to stay alive. McTaves kicks home on the 1-2. And that one a base hit. Gets over the third base bag. And the go-ahead run's going to come in. So the base hit does its job. And the Cubs are back in the lead. And that's going to cause the manager for the Giants to come out. So 3 runs here for the Cubs. And there's going to be a pitching change coming here for the Giants. One away. So Pascatelli will come in here in relief. And there's 2 runners on. First and second. One away. And what has been a good back and forth game. And like most of the games have been this tournament, I've seen at least 3 lead changes. And this one here, we just got our third. 2 pitches left here. And Alex Cunnington ready to go. Followed by Jesse Brown. So Alex Cunnington, 1 away for his Cubs here. And they have 3 home in the inning. Runners on first and second.
Number 11, Alex Cunnington.
First pitch outside. Swings through it, and we got the 1-1 coming up. And gets him on the 1-1 dish. So Cunnington to work out of a 1-2. And sees it for a called strike 3 and a big out number 2. So Jesse Brown makes his way to the plate. Looking to get one into the outfield to bring in an insurance run. And the crack of the bat, that one will drift foul. And that one stays upstairs. 1-1. And Perskelly gets the outside corner. 1-2, one strike away from getting out of it. And swings through it. So Calgary strand another 2. So Calgary, through their 5 innings, they have 5 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors, 4 men left on base. And as the Giants go to the bottom of 5 here, through their 4 innings, they have 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, 1 man left on base. And again, yes, as we remind you of that gold medal game, will feature the South Central Cubs and most likely one of these 2 teams. It will be the Giants if the Giants win. And if the Cubs pick up the win here, it would open the door for the Regina White Sox. And they would need some help with some big wins.
Into the home half of the 5th. Number 3, Giants shortstop, Ethan Dubuque.
So Ethan Dubuque starts off the bottom of the 5th. And the lineup change made here. As the catcher talks it over with Suarez before the first pitch. And the crack of the bat So the Giants get it going on the first swing hit.
Center fielder, number 27, Hayden Hart.
And Hayden Hart, 2 for 2. Will have to work from being down in the count as he tries to go 3 for 3. Check the runner at first. Safely back. And shows bunt. Couldn't bring it back. Swings through it, facing the 2 strikes. And 1 gone for the Giants.
Second baseman, number 10, Theo Weed.
So Weeb makes his way into the box. Runner first, 1 away for the Giants, down by 1. He leaves that for ball 1. And gets a hold of that one. Into foul territory. And making the grab on that one is Hutchinson. 2 gone.
Number 33, the third baseman, Jack Antonio.
So Jack Antonio makes his way to the plate to try and get a 2-out rally going with a runner on here in the bottom of the 5th. Kick home in there for a strike. Swings through it. Two strikes, 2 away. 1 on. As the runner breaks, that one fouled off. So Antonio faces the 2-strike count again. 1 for 2 on the night. And fouls it off to stay alive. And time called before the pitch with the runner breaking to second. So they'll send the runner back to first. So Dubuque on first. Ball back in play here. 2 strikes, 2 away. And a chopper. And to run that one out, can't do that. And Calgary gets Elmwood to strand 1. So we go to the top of 6. The Cubs trying to stay alive here and make it to the gold medal game. And a reminder for you, we still got a couple more games before the gold medal game happening tomorrow morning. And at 8:30 a.m., the Cubs are back at it here. And that is the Calgary Cubs against the Tri-City Thunder at 8:30 local time here. And for you all in Alberta, that game will start at 7:30, and you on the coast 6:30 a.m. local time.
Top of the sixth, the third baseman for the Cubs, number 12, Braden Yu.
So Brentview into the box. First pitch into the dirt. Sees the second one for a called strike. The 1-1, and that one low in the dirt again. And that one throws it in again low. 3-1 here. Here's the count. As Priskelly kicks and deals. And that one high, doesn't get the call. Ball 4. So the Cubs, leadoff man's aboard, representing the insurance run in this one.
Second baseman, number 7, Taylor Bilbeck.
Here you go, Taylor. Here you go.
Pitch in there for a called strike. And the bunt, trying to outrun that. And the fielder's choice there. The runner will advance. One gone.
Alberta heads to the top of their order. The catcher, number 2, A.J. Weimer.
Come on, AJ. Here you go, AJ.
And Weimer into the box. That one gets away from the catcher. Runner breaks for third. So a wild pitch, and the runner advances to third, 90 feet away from getting that insurance run. Here's Veal. Swings through that one for strike 2. And correction there on the count, it's 1-1. Gets a hold of that one, right to the center fielder. Running comes in and scores. So AJ Weimer takes the sack fly to tack on another run for the Calgary Cubs. So 2 gone.
Center fielder, number 15, Zach Donovan.
And no one on here for Donovan. And the home plate umpire will clean the plate.
Come on, Dono. Here you go. Here you go, Dono.
First pitch in. And that one can't catch his zone. Ball 1. Zach Donovan 0 for 2 in today's game. And that one finds inside corner of the strike zone. 1-1. And that one just works its way onto the foul side of third base. The 1-2 coming up to Donovan. And this time he gets it to sneak past third base, and the throw sails. So a 2-out double on 2 strikes. So
The shortstop, number 67.
following the Giants' errors, Cruz Magoo makes his way here to the plate. Sees the first one in there for a called strike. And as they settle back into the box, Priskelli on the rubber. One strike, dishes home. And gets a hang of that is Magoo at the warning track. Ball back, back, back. And can't make the catch. 1 run scores. And the play at third. So a stand-up triple for Cruz Magoo. And here's a look at the replay of that one. He hit that dead to the fence in center field.
Number 10, Sean Davis.
And another base hit for Calgary. And they can't make the play at second. So a double following the triple. And it's now 8-4 for the Cubs.
Cubs first baseman, number 4, Walker Hutchison.
So the 2-out rally brings in 3 runs for the Cubs as they try and keep their hopes alive of the gold medal game. Hutchinson, and at the plate, runner on second. Takes a hearty swing at that one. Can't connect. That one fouled off. Piscali way up on him now with the 0-2. And Hutchinson connects on that one. And that's going to drop for a base hit. And the runner slides safely in, no throw for Bavis. And Calgary's up to 9. As the Cubs tack on 4 so far here in the top of the 6th. And the mound visit, that's going to be all for Priskelli. And looking here for the number, it looks like Charlie Killigan is the pitcher coming in. Can't quite see the number. Or it's going to be the 8, not the 1. So Mason Jerkowski is coming in. So Mason Jerkowski enters the game.
Now pitching for your Giants, number 8, Mason Jerkowski.
And he'll try and shut down this high-powered Cubs offense here and give a chance in these next couple innings for Calgary.
Batting for Alberta, designated hitter, number 11, Alex Cunnington.
So Alex Cunnington makes his way back to the plate here. Can't find the zone with the first one. Cunnington 1 for 2 on the night. And that one slides out of his hand. So with the hitter's count coming here. And again, that one just slides out of the hand. Cunnington takes the walk. I'll put runners on first and second. Still 2 away here in the rally for the Cubs.
Right fielder, number 23, Jesse Brown.
And Jesse Brown Trying to drive another run in with one in scoring position. And that one gets the top of the zone for a called strike one. Second pitch lands high in the zone. So it'll be a 1-1. And that one chopped back to the pitcher. And the toss on to first. So the Cubs strand two, but the damage done. And plentiful 4 runs in for the Cubs. And a couple of errors to add to the Giants stat line.
For a total prize of $465. Ticket number 218043. Ticket number, pink ticket number 218043. Please make your way to the press box. Thank you.
So the Cubs, 9 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors, 6 men left on base.
Yellow ticket 698048. Once again, for the 2D bat, yellow ticket 698048.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, they have 4 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors, and 3 men left on base.
And to the bottom of the 6th, leading off for the Giants, the right fielder, number 11, Drew Hyde.
So Heidi, to try and get it going for the Giants. First one, that comes up inside for ball 1. Swings through it. 1-1. Inside edge, and doesn't get the call. Kicks from the 2-1. Now Heidi way up in the count. 3-2. Swings through it. Full count. Payoff pitch coming up next. And the payoff pitch thrown in behind Heidi. He'll take first. And the Giants trying to get some runs going. They need to come up with 5 runs in these next 2 innings as Gwen makes his way to the plate. And that one hits Gwen. And the correction there. The Cubs manager is going to come out. Runners on first and second. No outs for the Giants. Stretch 2 up next here for the Elmwood Giants. Following the mound visit. We're ready to go again here. 2 aboard. In first and second. No outs here for Max Struch. And turn, they are going to get the runner in a rundown and pick him off at second on the tag. So smart play there by the Cubs. And they catch the Giants napping for the first out of the inning. Torres throws home, and that one fouled straight back. 1 strike. And that one brushes inside for ball 2. Comes the 2-1 with 1 away. Torres kicks and deals. And in there, not going to get the call. (3-1). And takes a crack of that one. That one cuts foul at the last minute. Full count now coming. And Stretch watches that one upstairs for ball 4. So the Giants back to runners on first and second. 1 away.
The Giants' designated hitter, number 16, Jordan Quinto.
And Jordan Quinto at the plate. Quinto 0 for 1 in today's ball game. First pitch stays up top. Leaves it up high. And the mound visit coming here with the hitter's count of 3-0. And sitting in there for a called strike. And that one chop stays fair. And the baseman couldn't hold on to that one. So the Giants get what they need and pick up a hit.
Up the plate, number 7, Matthew Moffett.
So 2 away with the leadoff guy gone as Moffett makes his way to the plate. That cuts in on him. And doesn't get any of their call. Two one. Fouled back. 2-2. And that one slides off his hand, full count. And gets a hold of that one. Center fielder tracking it down and gets underneath it for the inning under out. And Zach Donovan makes the grab, keeping the Giants off the board in the inning. So top of 7 we go. 2 more stranded for the Giants. So 9 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors for the Calgary Cubs. The Giants have 4 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors, left 2 men on base in the last inning.
Special shout out and thank you to our sponsors, Domino's Pizza, SL Printing, King's Head, Into
Tchaikovsky misses with his first offering. And that one hit towards the shortstop. And he'll throw that on to first, and the first baseman can't make the grab there. Is Gwen. So Calgary takes the second pitch of the inning and gets on the base. One on for the Cubs. As Bilben makes his way to the plate. And Bilben leaves that for a called strike one. And he'll lay off. Bilben 0 for 2 on the night. And leaves that one in the top corner for strike two. 1-2. Tchaikovsky deals home. And that one chops up to the first baseman. And a run for the bag in time. So the runner advances on the fielder's choice. Here's a look at the replay. As Calgary makes their way to the top of the order. And the Giants going to have a mound talk here as the catcher makes his way forward. And AJ Weimer now makes his way into the box. And a ground hit. Second baseman on to first base. And this time no mistake there. So the out advances the runner from second to third. 2 gone for the Cubs. Zach Donovan makes his way here into the box. Quickly down in the count for Donovan. Leaves that one up high, 1-1. Donovan 0 for 3 on the night. Vio 90 feet away from scoring. And that one hit right to the third baseman to end the inning. And the easy glove there for Jack Antonio. So the bottom of the 7th, and the Giants will need some heroics. They need to find 5 runs to stay in this one and have a chance of closing out the gold medal game. Tonight on who South Central will play in the final. And as we look at our schedule here, and so Jesse Brown comes in as the closer. And a quick look at the schedule. So if the Cubs hold on to win, leaves the door open for the White Sox. They would need Tri-City to win at 8:30 Central Time in the morning slot game against these Cubs, and they would need a big win, the White Sox, at the 11:30 a.m. Central, 10:30 Saskatchewan time game against South Central if they want a chance at playing South Central in the final. And again, for the Cubs fans, I'm taking on Tri-City at 8:30 tomorrow morning Central. 7:30 Central, 6:30 for you all on the coast. With that, we're ready to go here to seventh inning action. Top of the order, coming up for the Giants, needing 5 runs to send this to extra innings, or 6 for a walk-off. And Dubuque takes the first one, drives and that's fair down the left field line. And he'll get the stop sign. So the lead-off double, exactly what the Giants had dialed up. And hey, Hart with the crack of the bat, and that one over the bleachers foul. Hayden Hart 2 for 3 on the night. And the third base umpire says no. 1-1. Brown with the pitch home. And that one they're going to say is low. And doesn't get the outside corner. Three one to Hart. Brown kicks home. And that went outside for ball 4. So no outs for the Giants. Runners on first and second, and the infield's going to have a little bit of a meeting here before Weeb comes up to bat. No outs for the Giants, down by 5. Weeb settles into the box. 0 for 3 on the night. And the action there at second base. And the Giants making sure they're not going to get caught up and picked off there again, coming out of a timeout. First deal to Weeb, and Weeb swings at that one in the dirt. One one. That one gets away from the catchers. Both the runners break and safely move ahead of base. Two balls, one strike. As Jesse Brown comes to the rubber. And that one on the inside as Weeb slides out of the way, 3-1. Three-one called on the outside. Payoff pitch from Brown. And he won't swing at that one. Thought of it, and that's going to load the bases here for the Giants. And timeout called as the Cubs manager makes his way to the mound. Jack Antonio up next for the Giants. 1 for 3 on the night, and he'll get a different pitcher as Brown retires and makes his way to the outfield. So Braden Vayu comes in to pitch. Correction there, it's 11 coming in to pitch out of right field. So Alex Cunnington getting the pitch. Into pitch. As Brown heads to right field. So Cunnington on the rubbers, Alex Cunnington. As Jack Antonio steps up. He's got 3 on, none out. Sees the first one in there and don't exactly know where that one missed, and nor does the crowd. And gets a hang of that one. Up off the light pole and foul. The 1-1 chop towards second base. And safe. So here's a look at the replay of that as the Giants able to strike again. And beats out the throw. And Heidi fouls the first one back. In there for a called strike 2. And called strike 3. First out of the inning. Base is loaded for Gwen. Swings through the first pitch. And that's going to be a base hit. One's in. And that pitch throwback sails, but nothing more than that. So another hit for the Giants and another run.
Your Giants catcher, number 19,
So Struch comes to the plate with 1 out. And the pinch runner coming in at first base is Charlie Killian. Struch here represents the game-winning run. One out, bases loaded. Down by 3 are the Giants. And that one cracked, and that's going to be fouled back. So the 0-1. And that one called foul. So a big payoff pitch here. An 0-2, one away. Swings through it. And the Giants down to their final out. As Quinto makes his way here to the plate. And that one, he fouls off. One strike, two away. As the Cubs deal that one to the plate. And in for a cold strike, two. And the Giants down to their final strike. And lays off. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 home. Outside. Edge called. Strike three. And the Cubs fend off the Giants as the Giants leave the winning run at the plate. Stick around for the for the players of the game from both teams. Final in this one, Cubs, 9 runs on 10 hits, 3 errors. 6 runs for the Giants on 9 hits and 3 errors. So the Cubs win. Will keep the hope alive, not just for the Giants, as they would have liked to have secured that spot in the gold medal game tonight, but they'll still have a chance to do so, albeit that will come by the results depending on what Calgary can do And Regina still has an opportunity too, depending on those results.
Teams could please line up for the Player of the Game awards. Thank you both teams for the Player of the Game awards. For the Elmwood Giants, number 44, Jackson Quinn.
Jackson Gwynn
And for
gets the Player of the Game.
Calgary Cubs, number 67, Cruz McDonald. Thank you both.
And we thank you all for tuning in, and we take a quick look here at where these teams sit. So South Central locked in for the gold medal game, as we said. And now Calgary, with a record of 2-1, the same being 2-1 as Elmwood falls to 2-2. They give Calgary the opportunity with the win tomorrow morning against Tri-City at 8:30 local time here. And for everyone in Calgary, that game is 7:30 local time for you, 6:30 for the Tri-City fans on the coast. And if Tri-City pulls off the win there, Regina has an opportunity to beat South Central at the 11:30 slot to make a three-way tie. That would come down to some run differentials, and that to determine who plays South Central. And that Regina South Central game is at 11:30 a.m. local time here in Elmwood, 10:30 Saskatchewan and Alberta, and for everyone on the coast. That game is at 9:30 a.m. Gold medal game will happen at 3 p.m. here, and we'll see who South Central will play in that one. Again, 3 p.m. local time, and for you all Mountain Time, 2 p.m., 1 p.m. for everyone on the coast. Thanks again for tuning in to all the games here. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. as the Cubs have the opportunity to punch their ticket to the final to take on the South Central Cubs as they take on the Tri-City Thunder. Until then, you all have a good night, and we'll see you all tomorrow morning here. It is the Cubs picking up the 9-6 win